YouTube's live stream direct. Do this video that was given me a couple days ago. All right, hopefully this is working. I want to go back and check this video. I see live, so I'm gonna try this again. Okay, so I had someone ask me about filling out the form for the clothing allowance online. So I'm gonna try to explain that, all right? Please forgive me, my voice is not 100% yet. I may have to clear my throat a little bit. I'm just getting over a really bad cold I had. So hopefully you guys are able to hear me clearly. All right, so applying for the clothing allowance online. Couple easy ways to do it. One of the quickest and easiest ways to do it is to first download the form, which is VA form 10-8678. 10-8678. Clothing allowance form. It comes in two parts. The first page explains it. That's where you put your name, your address, your social, all that good stuff, right? On the second page is where you would put whatever prosthetic, whatever cream, whatever it is that you're getting your clothing allowance for goes on the second page. Be sure you give a complete description. If it's your left knee, if it's your right hand, and then give a description of what it is that gave you the clothing allowance. So if it say like it's your right leg and you have a skin cream for your right leg, you want to make sure you list that. List the hospital or the clinic or wherever it is that you got it from, who issued it to you. And then put as close to the date, if you don't remember the exact date, try to get as close as you can to when you actually got it, okay? So that is the application part. Quickest ways to send it. First way you can send it is you can call your prosthetic department and get a fax number from your prosthetics department. Then you could fax it to them. Now, those of you who are computer literate, you should know how to use a fax online. A free one you can use is called eFax. I'll try to give more examples on Saturday Roll Call this Saturday. I'll show you an example of eFax, but it is completely free. They do take donations after you send the fax, but you can send it and it'll give you a confirmation that it was received. So that's an easy way to do it, is by direct fax, okay? Or you can go, if you're in the States, to Office Depot, Office Max, wherever, they offer fax services. If you don't have a fax machine, and fax it directly, costs you a couple bucks, there you go, you're done, all right? Especially if you're not anywhere close to where a VA is, or you're overseas. You can do the same thing if you're abroad. Download the form, fill it out, send an email to whoever the fax is, place you go to, they'll get it, they'll fax it, you're done, all right? That's one way. Another way to do it is through My Healthy Vet. My Healthy Vet. Now with My Healthy Vet, you need the premium account because you're gonna need to send messages. Now there's some people who have the My Healthy account, they never got their account upgraded to where you can send messages. It's called a premium account. All you gotta do to upgrade is call the 800 number, let them know you need to upgrade your account so you can send messages. They'll have you go to technical and they will upgrade your account to where you can send messages. Now, My Healthy Vet, when you go to messages, right, it's gonna list all of the VAs you've ever been to. So if you only been to one, you're only gonna have one listed on there for messages or to make appointments, okay? If you've been to multiple, every one you ever been to will be listed on My Healthy Vet. Take the most current one you went to, whichever one was the last one you got paid from. So for example, let's say your last appointment in the United States was in La Jolla, California, that VA, okay? So when you fill out the application and you're getting ready to send it to prosthetics, because this is who you want to send the message to, the prosthetics department, all right? So when you go to messages, you find prosthetics for La Jolla, it will pull it up, right? It's going to ask you, is this the right department? And then you can put in the notes, I'm putting in my clothing allowance for the year of 2024. And you can ask them to send you back a confirmation email. Even though you'll get it on the system, I normally have them send me something that says, yes, I got it, just to cover me. Okay? You don't have to do that. That's something that I do. But anyway, you type up that information, right, on your computer. And then at the bottom, you can send attachments, right? So the attachment is the clothing allowance form you already filled out. Now, depending on the way your system is set up, it only accepts a couple of different formats. JPEG, I can't remember all of them. I can't remember all the different formats. I think it's HMTL, or I can't remember all of them, guys. My apology. But it'll let you know when you put the attachment on, when you go to send it through, whether or not your computer is set simple. Very simple to do. Most computers, though, are set up, so that shouldn't be an issue. But there are a few that, especially if you're working with an older system, you may have to change the format that your computer generated that form on. And that's all I'm saying. It's nothing hard, all right? But once you do that, you send it to prosthetics, they confirm they got it, now you're done, okay? So those are the two easiest ways to send it in. Another way to do it is to mail it in. Now, this is an easy way for it to get lost, especially if you're trying to mail it from abroad. If you're not using like UPS, you're not using DHL or FedEx, where they have to sign to say that they got it, and you're just trying to send it to save money through the regular mail system, hey, you're taking a hell of a risk because they can't confirm it. But I will share this with you guys, and this is something Mike told me a couple of days ago. So Mike checked his status with his prosthetic departments, and those of you who got that letter last year should know you shouldn't have to fill out the form anymore. But to double check, to make sure you're good to go, you can contact your prosthetics department, whoever's paying you in prosthetics, whatever the prosthetic department is, and make sure you're good to go for this upcoming year. That you don't have to file an appeal or do anything. So it should already be set up in the system. You should already be good to go. Now, one of the things that I had mentioned, and I'm going to mention this again while I'm on this live, all right? They're going to ask you to come in and do inspections. Do not assume, simply because they're paying you direct now, that you never have to go in and do inspections. Yes, you are. Even if you are abroad, you're being paid a clothing allowance. They're going to want to see at some point that prosthetic device. They're going to want a photo or video, and they're going to want to see where that device has been to see if your skin is discolored from wearing that prosthetic device. So don't get happy and just throw that prosthetic away saying, well, I'm going to get paid for it for the rest of my life. They ain't never going to know I ain't wearing it no more. No, that's not true. Because even if you're abroad, and I had to do this, what was this? We're in 2024, so I had to do 2022, 2 years ago. I had to send them photos of my prosthetics. I had to take photos of my legs so they can see that I was wearing them, okay? Because they're not going to take your word for it. You guys should know that by now. The Department of Veterans Affairs is never going to take the veterans' word that they doing what they're supposed to do. They're going to want to see proof. So if you are abroad or you're in a rural area in America and you're not close to there, they're going to want to have you send something in to verify that you got it. Now, it's supposed to be once every 5 years or so. Okay, so if you've done it recently, or if you've already gone to prosthetics and they've seen it or they just gave it to you, then yeah, I wouldn't even worry about it. But if you haven't seen prosthetics in a long time, or you hadn't had anything replaced in a very long time, they're going to want to see it. Know that, guys. Know that. Okay? Do not take it for granted that just keep paying you, because they're going to send out a letter at some point asking you to send them a picture of what you got to make sure you still got it. All right? All right, guys. Other than that, hopefully this helps somebody out when it comes to how to file for the clothing allowance online. Very easy, very simple. Now, I know your name has something to do with the Philippines, sir. So if you're in the Philippines, if you're in Manila, they got the forms right there at the VA in Manila. You should not have an issue getting your clothing allowance, especially if you're in Manila. Just go down to the VA, fill that form out. They got copies of the form, and have them send it in to whatever prosthetic department you were going to last. Okay? But if you're not in the Philippines and you're in the US and you're in a rural area, just follow the steps I gave you. Very simple to get it done. All right, guys? All right, man. Hey, looking forward to Saturday roll call. We missed out on a lot. I got a lot of comments about it. People ready for it. They were ready this Saturday. My apologies. I was sick, man. I was sick as hell. The few people that I talked to, like Mike, J Love, that checked on me. You know, I got people that check on me a lot. Man, they were like, dog, yeah, you don't sound good. And I wasn't sounding good at all, man. I was sick as hell. But I'm so much better now than what I was this past weekend, man. Bruh, it was rough there for a minute. Very rough. But anyway, though, guys, hey, again, I appreciate everybody, man. I miss talking to you guys. We'll try to put out some more videos, get more consistent with doing it on all my channels, not just on this one. But anyway, that's going to be it for tonight. I'm out, guys. Enjoy the rest of it.